There have been some new leaks reports about Deadpool 3 that make the current plan for the movie sound absolutely incredible. And we've got even more as there's a brand new leak about something crazy in the plot that is absolutely blowing my mind. I'm telling you right now, this movie might eclipse all the rest of the Avengers movies with hype. It sounds like they are putting a ton of really fun, sweaty, nerdy, awesome things into this film. And so I want to break down the newest report, which has to do with Deadpool going to visit the original Fantastic Four. And we got to break that down because the implications are out of freaking control. But then we also have to talk about the report from earlier this week about Owen Wilson's TVA character having a major role in this movie. And we're going to tie all of this together with theory and speculation and hype because holy banana nut muffin on a Sunday morning, this movie sounds incredible. Okay, so this new report comes from Daniel Richtman, who's very reliable, and he is saying that the current plan is for Deadpool to visit other Fox franchises, including the 2005 original Fantastic Four. And this is absolutely incredible. And you know, Deadpool's already done similar things to this. I mean, he revisited X-Men Origins, revisited himself, trying to look over the Green Lantern script. And usually all this kind of stuff is done with archival footage, right? And so maybe that's what they're going to do with this. They're going to have Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman, maybe Owen Wilson as well, but let's table that for now. And they're going to have these actors going through actual movie footage, like using footage from the original cast. Like maybe that's all that it is, but I do know that Marvel Studios had conversations with some of these actors about reprising their role before. And currently, with Secret Wars on the horizon, you can bet that Kevin Feige is spending a lot of time each day reaching out to any actor or actress that has played a Marvel role in the past 20 years. And so just like Spider-Man No Way Home introduces Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield in a multiversal Marvel movie to tease that as something that they want to do again in Secret Wars. And just like in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, you get variant versions of Marvel characters, some of which may pop up again for Secret Wars. It is possible that Deadpool 3 is going to bring other variants back, which again will maybe have them pop up again in Secret Wars. But either way, it sort of helps the audience wrap their heads around this multiversal concept. So what I'm saying is it's actually possible that the original cast will come back and shoot some scenes as well. Because I actually like a lot of those actors from the original Fantastic Four, and that includes that version of Doctor Doom. But there, of course, were silly things going on in that movie, and it's the script and its inability to take the characters really seriously where the movie sort of falters. And it's just so damn cool because Deadpool's the perfect character to be making commentary that fans feel about those old movies and those versions of the characters. And of course, the golden prize or the most crazy thing that they could do would be bringing back Chris Evans as the Human Torch, as Johnny Storm, and it would be absolutely incredible to have a conversation with Ryan Reynolds talking to Chris Evans as Johnny Storm and commenting on the fact that he's also Captain America. And it seems like they're going to do more than just this version of the Fantastic Four. I assume that Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman would be able to go check out other Fox franchises as well. Like imagine them going from the lighthearted, really jokey, fluffy 2005 Fantastic Four team into the more dark and dreary version of the Fantastic Four with Miles Teller. And I mean, Michael B. Jordan, if he came back, that's the perfect opportunity to make some Killmonger jokes and to continue to joke about how these actors play various Marvel characters. But on top of that, it seems like other X-Men universes are on the table as well. I think it would be incredible to go to different various times and parts of the Fox X-Men movies to be interacting, making that sort of joking social commentary. And it sort of strikes me that this movie could be like Avengers Endgame, where they do the time heist and sort of take this nostalgic trip down memory lane, revisiting all these iconic parts from the Marvel saga. It seems like the Deadpool 3 movie could be that for the Fox franchises. And I think that would be super fun and a great way to celebrate those movies. And so, a lot of people are speculating that this movie is going to be Deadpool kills the Fox universe. And in a second here, I'll sort of get into my thoughts on that. But I think regardless of how the plot moves forward, there's this aspect of the movie in which Feige wants to say goodbye properly and give a proper send-off to all of these different movies. And Feige's also super aware that nostalgia is a heavy drug and nerds love it. I mean, for God's sakes, that's what Avengers Secret Wars is going to be. It is the nostalgia wet dream explosion, mind-blowing thing that we've all been wanting. So, obviously that's where his mind is at. And for Deadpool 3 to sort of line up with that vision and maybe even be a fantastic appetizer for what's to come in Secret Wars, I think they need to revisit crazy moments and make commentary on certain things that really, really worked and maybe some things that didn't within all the Fox franchises. But now let's talk about the report earlier this week that Owen Wilson's character Mobius from the TVA is going to have a major role in the movie as well. And when I started to think about this Fox universe franchise visiting, with the OG Fantastic Four and probably more, it just kind of clicked to me that what could be happening is a version of the TVA is trying to track down variants, in this case, Deadpool from the Deadpool franchise and this version of Logan, whichever one Hugh Jackman's playing in the movie. And maybe he's trying to track them down and they are causing incursions, because I keep coming back to this idea of the incursions because that's something that's going to be happening more and more in Marvel leading up to Secret Wars. At least that's my current belief. And so I'm currently imagining a situation where Deadpool is becoming aware of the incursions. Maybe they destroy that planet he is on. Then he and Wolverine get jumped into the TVA and figure out how to go into other universes. And perhaps they're going around to other universes to try to find really smart or powerful people to help stop the incursions. I mean, I assume if they're going to the Fantastic Four universes, they're trying to get a hold of Reed Richards. I mean, Reed Richards would be an individual out there aware of what's going on with the different incursions and maybe have a solution as to how to stop them. And this is obviously mostly speculation for now, and a lot of the leaks are very vague at this point. We're hearing things that are focuses of the movie, but we don't have a real clear understanding of how it's all going to be tied together. But having said that, my current theory is that you're going to have Deadpool and Wolverine on the run from an incursion while also causing more incursions. And you're going to have Owen Wilson and the TVA trying to track them down. And so they would be on the run, going through different universes. Those universes will be being destroyed either by the TVA or by the incursions. And while that's all going on, you're getting a nice nostalgia ride back to some of the best and most hilarious things from the Fox Marvel franchises. Again, this sounds absolutely perfect. I think it's going to make Avengers movie levels of money, and I think it's going to receive that level of hype from the fan base. I mean, even just bringing Hugh Jackman back was already enough to get most of us on board, but now you've got the Fox franchises like the old school Fantastic Four, the possibility of like Chris Evans coming back. I mean, oh my God, this stuff is absolutely nuts. I'm absolutely loving it, and the inclusion of the TVA means to me that it's going to be tied to the multiverse and tied to Marvel's plan for Secret Wars. So that's the report, and we'll, of course, follow up if anything else drops. But let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. Like this video if you had a good time getting filled in. Subscribe to this channel and our live streaming channel so you have a chance to win the dope, nerdy thing that we give away each month. This month, it's absolutely incredible Marvel Legends figures. And if you want to watch more, why not check out my raw reaction about Wakanda Forever, a movie that was way different than I thought it was going to be. I liked it, but I've got some hang-ups about it. Check that video out.